1,000 people will be out there talking about it. These guys don't talk. I'm promoting the fight.
Is that fight happening in Vegas still? Because
I'll let you guys know when it's time to let you know.
Regarding this TKO boxing thing, it did seem kind of interesting because I know that there was the Netflix upfronts, and I believe there were rumors that perhaps something was going to happen there with the Canelo and Crawford event. Turkey was pretty big on making it clear that you would be the head promoter, and then he did say, actually, you were going to be head promoter, and they didn't have a broadcaster, and then it was actually Sella's going to promote it, and it's going to be his own pay-per-view, Ring Magazine, all of that stuff.
What happens when the slickest technician since Canelo steps up to face Mexico's undisputed pound for pound king? You don't get a normal press conference, you get an earthquake. Canelo just shattered expectations with one face-off so intense, it left fans frozen and reporters scrambling. This wasn't just a stare down, this was a warning. This wasn't just a press conference, this was psychological warfare at its finest, a statement. A warning shot.
There are levels and they're stars and superstars. Okay? And they made the championship, not the championship made them.
And make no mistake, Terence Crawford won that round live from Las Vegas. The setup had all the spectacle of a championship Sunday, bright lights, big stakes. And to legends in the making, fans expected the usual polite jabs, maybe a stare that lingered too long, but what they got was tension. Terence Crawford a left.
Because we are two fight. Yeah, two fight, but true fight. True, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fight. Huh? Not YouTuber fight. Yeah, of course.
They need to talk and talk about fighting because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. We want to put a great fight. Yeah. We don't need to talk.
I am sure in the end, in the middle of September, we will have one of the greatest fights ever happen in boxing. And I am sure.
Yeah.
And fist up. Starts good. Excellent. Great. Wonderful.
To Canelo, the face of Mexican boxing, a 4-division world champion with granite composure, locked eyes. Terence Crawford, the undefeated mastermind who's made a career out of dismantling styles and silencing doubters. The energy had shifted, you felt it. Media members stopped typing. Cameras stopped flashing, didn't just show up, took control. If this was a mental sparring session, walked out the ring up 10-9. And that's before a single punch has even been thrown. Canelo stayed composed, but turned up the heat, snatching the mic with the same confidence he brings into the ring. Terence Crawford clinical. And then came the line that cracked the room wide open.
21 pounds to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3. And then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago.
You're in your prime, and I'm in mine. But I'm smarter, I'm stronger, and I've never tasted defeat. Canelo didn't flinch, didn't blink. But the crowd did. The energy shifted, the air got heavy. And in that moment it felt like the fight had already begun. But here's Terence Crawford, just another super fight. This is a Globo Netflix 10, DAZN 10, UFC 10 kind of.
Once, right. I'm saying, I started at 135. I'm just saying, like, say if Canelo was the champion at 147 to go up.
Right. One jump.
Yeah, one jump.
It's a big jump, too. 21 pounds. It's a lot of weight.
Event driven by Saudi Arabia's sports machine and greenlit by none other than Turkey. Alalshik and Terence Crawford, his fingerprints all over this too. This is more than legacy. It's more than belts. It's the fight of the century in all platform. All eyes on it, showdown between two modern legends at the
Every time I see him, he'd come and be like, Canelo.
Yeah, you know how Billy do it too, yeah.
I'd be like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
So every time he say that, you know, I just be like gradually getting into like looking at it, like, okay. And he's not that big. You know, he heavy, but he not that big.
Right.
You know, and I was just like, all right. I'm laughing, but at the same time, it started hitting me like, all right, man, maybe he on to something. You know, and then I started sizing him up, and I'm like, all right, well, Canelo 5'7", you know, my arm's longer.
Yeah.
He's strong, I'm strong.
Right.
Maybe, to me, skill for skill.
Right.
You know, because Canelo not the biggest 168 fighter. So, I just started.
Peak of their powers. But let's break down this one matters. Terence Crawford, but for the future of the fight game. Let me tell you what needs to be thrown out. The Canelo Alvarez can just leap 3 full weight classes, 21 pounds, and survive against Canelo Alvarez. It sounds bold, it sounds historic, but it might just be too much. We've seen this movie before.
Because they underestimate your bud.
It's just, even if they didn't, I'm going to beat you up. You know, I can fight.
Right.
You know, so if you watch, like, all these dudes bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care. But I'm going to find a way to win, no matter what.
In September, are you going to pull this? I shook up the world. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you.
That, definitely. That's definitely going to be, you know what I mean, one of the moments, you know. I need the doubters to fuel me. What you think he'd do if he go up 2 more weight classes? I need that, you know, because that's gonna make me more focused and turn into a different animal. So I need the people to say I can't.
Charlo moved up from 154 to face Canelo at 168 and got shut down, not outclassed, overpowered. No snap on his punches, no weight behind the movement. Canelo made it look easy, and if you're still dreaming, let me take you back, Torquay, too. You remember that scene Apollo's trainer leans in and says, I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life, and he kept coming. He's wrong for us, baby, he's wrong.
I got the reach over. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously.
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older, and he does.
Billy Joe.
Does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill levels.
So how do you see the fight?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always have respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. Been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out.
Wrong, that's what this feels like. But is great, maybe even generational. Canelo Alvarez, to strong, to seasoned at 168. Canelo Alvarez, now 34, just came off a dominant showing over Jaime Munguia, and still holds all for belts at super middleweight. That's a kingdom. That's legacy locked in.
I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
It's a big boy. He's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you'll whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type.
You know what I mean? I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on his real match.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about...
And now here comes Crawford, undisputed at 140 and 147, trying to shock the world. But legacy fights come with legacy risk. This isn't just a step up, it's a climb into the furth. Question is, does Bud have enough to not just survive?
Just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2, 3 weights plus less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this. And
5. Butagan's the man built for this division? Or is this another Apollo Creed moment? 1. Fight to far. Terence Crawford is 37 years old, but don't let the number fool you. He's still as sharp as ever, a perfect record, a 4-division world champion. And that signature timing, still wicked, still lethal. born and built in Omaha.
Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and you never know what happened.
Yeah. Crawford has always defied the odds, and now he's doing it again, not just stepping up in weight, leaping to full divisions to face one of the most dangerous men in boxing history. This isn't just a move, it's a gamble. A legacy-defining roll of the dice, from lightweight to super middleweight. Crawford's journey has been nothing short of masterful, but now he's diving into a division ruled by raw power, thick frames, and knockout artists, and he's not asking for favors. He's walking into Canelo's kingdom, with all four belts on the line. And
to a point, how long ago was it for yourself when you realised that the Canelo Alvarez fight is a possibility for you?
Just you know what I mean, looking over the landscape of boxing and the opportunities and the accomplishment that Canelo had, and you know, sizing them up and things like that. I know we ain't never been in the ring before, but you know, it's a great opportunity for me in my career.
And that idea of yourself of chasing greatness, inside, how much does that excite you over that, with it all together, that idea of chasing greatness? It's always something you've done, to do that sort of stepping up in weights. How much is that an exciting proposition for you?
Oh, it's very exciting. It's like throwing gasoline on a bucket of fire. You know,
no margin for error if Bud pulls this off. It won't just be the biggest win of his career. It'll be one of the greatest achievements in the history of the sport. People tend to forget Terence Crawford didn't start at welterweight. He came from lightweight, where speed, precision, and IQ ruled the ring, and ever since,
I can't go down anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he need to enjoy his fight. Okay, he deserve it. He deserve it. I like Spence, but you know, I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is. The type of fight Terence Crawford is different. 160.
He's been climbing division by division, opponent by opponent, conquering every style, every name, every doubter. But now he's stepping into Canelo's backyard, the super middleweight division, where size isn't just physical, it's tactical. Because this isn't just about pounds. It's Crawford is entering a weight class where every shot can change the night, where bodywork breaks ribs and pressure breaks spirits. And standing in front of him, Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing, 4-division world champ, undisputed, at 168. A man who's lived in this weight class and dominated it with iron fists and granite composure. But don't get it twisted, Crawford isn't coming in scared. He's coming in calculated, focused, fueled by legacy. This isn't just another big